Welcome to everyone. Right now gonna go with this, and needless to say that I was really having a hard time today. Been a rocky day, and need to share this on Twitter. Just 1 second. I need to share this on Twitter. Okay. All right. So there you are. Let's go. Here I am. So let's bring it on. Let's see how everything works. Let's see how everything gonna play out. Needless to say that this looks like a very much promising fight card to me, and I'm gonna also reveal you my picks. And let me see how's odds standing. Alright, let me see PFL done, UFC. Okay, UFC. Cats. What a great nickname by Armand Tsarukyan. Okay, the first fight is going to be the match between Ginny Frey and Vanessa Demopoulos. I have to see which options are available, but needless to say that this is the fight that kind of reminds me on the male battle of bodies, if you know what I mean by that, like a battle of bodies between Yao Romero and Paulo Costa. Well, this is a female battle of bodies. From what I've seen, Demopoulos is a better grappler, but the truth is that Jean Frey knows to wrestle, and she wrestles like a pro. She really, really wrestles like a pro, and that's something that scares me a lot when it comes to Vanessa Demopoulos. And if Vanessa loses now, she might get released, as well as you know. Now, I need to see which are the odds. Jean Frey, as well as you know, she destroyed Ashley Yoder and Gloria DePaula, outworked all of them. Vanessa Demopoulos on a cold streak. She's very strong, 5'2", 62 inches of reach, but she armbarred Silvana Gomez Juarez, but JJ Aldrich lost, and at LFA she was better than Cynthia Arceo, lost to Lupita Godinez and Cory McKenna. I have a feeling this fight could go all the way. Jean Frey's submission defense is pretty much decent. She didn't show it against Kay Hansen, but other than that, it was not easy to stop her, so let me see what are they offering here for this fight. Jean Frey versus Vanessa Demopoulos, over 2.5. Frey versus Demopoulos, over 2.5 is minus 250. Fight goes to distance is minus 200. I'd say Frey decision if I must pick a side. Let me wonder how much is that gonna be. Frey decision. Oh, Frey is a heavy favorite. Well, I haven't noticed that. Minus 105. I don't have a plus value for this fight, so let me pick a risky Demopoulos submission. I also like that. I know it will hardly happen, but if you wanna risk, let's risk. If somebody asks me, Vlad, I want to risk, okay. If you want to risk, then you can play this. Demopoulos submission plus 600. You can take that one because there's a solid chance of that. I mean, if Demopoulos wins, I don't see any other way. The next fight is between Mario Bautista and Brian Kelleher. Another super tough fight to predict. You know that Brian Boom Kelleher can take a beating. 5'6", 64 inches of reach. Mario Bautista 5'9", 69 inches of reach, 5 inches of reach advantage. Bautista outworked Jay Perrin. He was better than Miles Jones, Jin So Soon, lost to Trevin Jones, lost to Corey Sandhagen. But other than that, Brian Kelleher lost to Umar Nurmagomedov via quick rear naked choke, but he fought to decision against Domingo Pilarte and Kevin Kroon. I do have a prediction for this upcoming fight, and that's gonna be fight starts round 3, but they don't wanna give me that odds. So Kelleher versus Bautista. Fight starts round 3. Bautista. No, I'm gonna say Kelleher. No, over 2.5 is minus 125. Let me say Bautista decision. I wonder how much is gonna be this odd. I predict a very tough fight, so Bautista decision plus 175. So not sure about this one. I didn't bet on this one though. Then Cody Durden versus JP Buys. Never been a big fan of JP Buys. I just don't think the guy belongs to the UFC, but somehow he's still in the promotion. I just don't know how. Maybe through Cheyenne Buys or Cheyenne Velismas or however her name is. Cody Durden, 5'7", 67 inches of reach, lost to Muhammad Mokaev, lost to Jimmy Flick, defeated Aori Killing, draw against Chris Gutierrez. He has to win right now, and JP Bai is also not on a good streak. 5'5", 67 inches of reach, South African fighter, extreme couture fighter of South Africa. Lost to Bruno Silva, lost to Montel Jackson, also was having family issues, defeated Jacob Silva. I don't know, I don't see JP Buys winning this fight. Call me crazy, but I'm picking against JP Buys, so Durden to win plus 100. I would even dare to go with Durden inside the distance. I think Durden has very, very decent striking, so plus 300. That's already picking an underdog, so that's something I'd already pick. Anyway. Julian Paiva versus Sergey Morozov. Also one of the toughest fights on the card to predict. Julian Paiva is plus 115, Sergey Morozov minus 335. Let me see the current shape. Paiva used to be a heck of a name, but 5'8", 69.5 inches of reach. Team Alpha male fighter, lost to Sean O'Malley via punches. Prior to that, he outrigged Kyler Phillips, Shavgaz Jumagul, Mark De La Rosa, lost to Rogerio Bontorin, Cara France, but then after that transition to the division up, well, let's see. I do hope he has good chances against Sergey Morozov. 17-5, all for Sergey Morozov, 5'6", 67 inches of reach out of Oktober, Kazakhstan. This guy defeated Khalid Taha, lost to Marlon Magomedov, lost to Douglas Silva de Andrade. I do think that Paiva has decent chances to win the former M1 Challenge champion. He also destroyed Zaka Fatulazade, who used to be a UFC guy, lost to Movsar Evla via rear naked choke. You know, I think Paiva has decent chances to win, but how much is fight starts round 3? How much is that gonna be? Yeah, Paiva versus Morozov over 2.5 is minus 200. I say Paiva to win plus 115. Paiva decision. I'm already picking an underdog, so no need for additional pick, but plus 333. Yeah, Paiva decision is plus 333. Then the next one is going to be between TJ Brown and Shadjilan Nurdambike. Also very, very hard fight to pick. Shadjilan Nurdambike plus 175, TJ Brown minus 205. TJ Downtown Brown, 5'9", 73.5 inches of reach, out of Little Rock, Arkansas. He was better than Charles Rose, and Kai Kamaka lost to Danny Chavez, lost to Jordan Griffin, destroyed Dylan Lockhart via submission, but Nurdambike showed at 5'8", 69 inches of reach, he showed excellent anti-grappling. The guy lost to Joshua Colibao, but then bounced back against Sean Soriano. I think this is a tough fight for TJ Brown, but if I must pick a side, I'm definitely gonna win TJ Brown. If I must pick a method, well, maybe TJ Brown decision, but this is hard fight. Maybe the hardest fight to pick. TJ Brown to win, -205. Let me say TJ Brown decision. TJ Brown decision could be, well, I'm not confident into that one, but TJ Brown decision, +130. That's okay, odd. Pretty much okay, because Mozambique is tough as nails. So it perfectly makes sense to me in the first place when you say this odd might not be the best pick one's gonna get. So perfectly makes sense to me, if you know what I mean. This kind of a pick perfectly makes sense. Then the next one is going to be the battle between Tayfun Nchukwi and Karol Sulberg. This fight closes the preliminary card. Tayfun Nchukwi got knocked out by Azamat Murzakanov. Karol Sulberg is a knockout artist with a short fuse, short gas tank, and I think this fight not going the distance, doesn't go to decision. Ulberg versus Nchukwi, no distance, -163. Then man, Ulberg's cardio is critical. That worries me. I mean, the guy has brutal knockout power, but his cardio is critical. You've seen that. Black Jag lost to Kennedy Zechuk, who then outworked Fabio Charan, but man, his cardio looked terrible against Kennedy Zechuk. Tayfun Nchukwi got knocked out by Azamat Murzakanov, 6'0", 77 inches for Tayfun Nchukwi. For Ulberg, we got 6'4", 77 inches. I think Ulberg, if I must pick a side. So Ulberg side pick, -115. Let me say Ulberg inside the distance. This is a plus value. If you want to go with a plus value, that's the one I would risk. +175. Maybe Ulberg, I don't see Nchukwi getting submitted, so how much would be Ulberg KO TKO? That's also a decent pick. With Ulberg KO TKO. No, that odd is not available at the moment, so sorry, I have to forget about it at the moment. So let me hit the timestamp. Hold on, I'm hitting a timestamp. Yeah. Durden, Nurmagomedov, Curtis, Tayfun, Tsarukyan inside the distance. Thank you, Arise. Now, this is my first bet. I actually bet on Umar Nurmagomedov to defeat Nathan Menace. Nate Menace is a tough guy, 14-1, but Umar is destroying everybody, like 14-0, 5'8", 69 inches of reach. I mean, basically, the guy is a wrestler, but he knows everything. He is specialized in rear naked choke. If he takes your back, you're fucked up. Sergey Morozov, Brian Kelleher, rear naked choke victories. Nate Mayhem Menace, 14-1, 5'10", 72 inches of reach. He is longer. He is also a wrestler. This guy defeated Luke Saunders, Tony Gravely, Johnny Munoz, 3-0 here. Odds are a bit off. Got to say, odds are a bit off because Umar Nurmagomedov is -850. So Umar to win for -850. You know, if you really want a risky odd, Umar to win submission, that's a risky odd. But I don't know which odd are they going to give for that. Nurmagomedov submission +100. Well, that's already a plus value. So that is already a plus value. Let me see. Umar versus Menace goes the distance. How much is the fight goes the distance? I believe they think Umar is too dominant, so goes to decision. Plus 150. Well, this sounds decent, my lovely lad. This sounds exactly very, very decent. This kind of odd. It actually sounds very, very decent. So, if you ask me, I would take it if you know what I mean. I would definitely take it. Makes sense to me. Perfectly makes sense. But again, Umar via submission is more riskier again. But I bet on Umar to win. So let me see. Thiago Moises versus Christos Giagos. Another tough fight to pick, but I'm having Moises in this one. 15-6-0. Moises is fishing for the victory. 5'9", 70.5 inches of reach. ATT fighter. Back-to-back losses to Islam Makhachev and Yoel Alvarez. I just believe he must win now or he's gonna get released from the promotion. Michael Johnson, Bobby Green, Alexander Hernandez. Christos Giagos sounds like stylistically excellent matchup for him. 5'10", 71.5 inches of reach, Black House MMA fighter, lost to Roman Tsarukyan via left hook. But this guy choked out Sean Soriano. He was better than Carton minus, lost to Drakkar Klose. Damir Hadžović, Mizuto Hirota, Israel decision wins, but I think Moises is miles above Hadžović and Hirota. Also, I mean, Giagos was losing to high-level names. For example, Charles Oliveira too got choked out. I think Moises has good chances here. Moises minus 230. That's okay. That's okay. Moises to win for minus 230. That's very much okay. Let me see Moises decision. How much is Moises decision? Moises decision plus 240. I like this one. I like that, and I like Moises submission. I really like Moises submission, which is plus 250. I like that too. But I'd rather go with Moises decision. I'd rather go with Moises decision, if you know what I mean by that. So technically, I would like to pinpoint some very very important aspects of the game. It's the fact that Thiago Moises is one of the most most unpredictable fighters on the card. After that loss to Islam Makhachev, something kind of snapped inside of him, and after those performances against Yoel Alvarez, it wasn't him. Something just happened, and it wasn't him. I know he can do it way better. I simply know he can do it better. No, you're gonna call me with all kinds of names for a good reason. You're gonna do it for a good reason, just to know. But I'm confident he can do it way better. I'm way confident he can do it way better. I just think he was having a bad day in the office, and I think we should just forget. I think we should just forget about. We should just forget about what happened, what he did. Just give the man another chance. No, that is my piece of advice. Just give man another chance. Everybody makes a mistake. So the next pick is going to be between Alain Bede and Josh Parishian. Not going the distance is my pick. So Bede versus Parishian, no distance, minus 189. Side pick. Side pick is hard here. Let me say Bede inside the distance, but this is like so tricky. This is so tricky. Bede inside the distance. Bede inside the distance. Plus 175. Now we're heading into the co-main event of the evening. Neil Magny versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. I actually bet on Rachmanov, so I think Rachmanov gonna win this one. I don't see Magny knocking him out cold, so I say Rachmanov to win for -365. That's gonna be Shavkat Rachmanov to win. If you ask me about a method, not easy to finish Neil Magnus, but again, Shavkat Rachmanov has numerous victories under his belt. You know some of his victories. Nomad, 6'1", 77 inches of reach. He's a combat sambo fighter who choked out Alex Oliveira, Michel Prazeres, and knocked out Carlton Harris. So Neil Magny, the Haitian sensation, 6'3", 80 inches of reach, way longer than Shavkat Rachmanov, which is not often 3 inches of reach advantage. Defeated Max Griffin, defeated Geoff Neal, lost to Michael Chiesa. Majority of his fights went the distance. Not easy to knock him out. Only Santiago Ponzinibbio was able to do that. But let me risk with Rachmanov. That's a risky one. Rachmanov, KO, TKO, plus 215. That's Rachmanov via KO, TKO, or Rachmanov decision. I think Rachmanov has better gas tank than Magny, from what I've seen. Rachmanov decision. Plus 275. First decision, win for Rachmanov. Hey, Herb, how are you doing? Yeah, I agree with that. I do think this could be a good piece of play. I actually bet on Omar and Rachmanov to win straight. Don't have many picks for this card, which is kind of strange, but. And I have 3 underdogs, which is normal for me. Now I got Arman Tsarukyan versus Mateusz Gamrot. I was thinking initially that's a 3-round fight. That's what I was thinking initially. Then I found out it's 5-round. So, 5-round? Fine. Gamrot to win, plus 215. Gamrot decision. Actually, Rachmanov by finish. If I didn't see Griffin drop Magny last fight, then I'd say decision. By finish is plus 215. Gamrot decision. I wonder how much is Gamrot decision. Sorry. Gamrot decision plus 550. Calvin Qatar. MVP Mike Perry. I think Mike Perry is actually very decent in boxing, so I think Perry stands the chance. This is bare knuckle boxing. I think I'm gonna go with Perry. Gamrot decision plus 550. Tsarukyan versus Gamrot to go the distance plus 100. Now let me give you most confident picks. Umar and Shavkat. Now round robin play. Gamrot to win plus 215. Let me see who else did I parlay. Who else did I pick from the underdogs? Chris Curtis, Rodolfo Vieira. I forgot to say Chris Curtis to win for minus 155. Chris Curtis via KO, TKO. I like that. Chris Curtis via KO, TKO. Sorry, I missed that fight. Curtis via KO, TKO. Minus 125. I like also Vieira submission. I also like Vieira to win via submission. Plus 215. Curtis versus Vieira. No distance. That was my initial pick for that fight. Minus 725. Yeah, I know it's a shitty odd, but that's the way it goes. Either it's gonna be Chris Curtis via stoppage, either it's gonna be the other guy via submission. I don't see any other way around. I don't see any other way around in this fight. So round robin play. Gamrot to win plus 215. My next round robin is let me check. Who else did I pick? Paiva to win and Durden to win. Paiva to win, plus 115. Durden to win, plus 100. So these are my round robins. I hope these round robins are gonna look okay. I hope these round robins are looking pretty much decent and pretty much okay nowadays. So yeah, I actually have three underdogs, which is kind of normal for me. It would be strange for me if I haven't had at least three underdogs. That's strange for me. Anything above three sounds like a decent pick to me. Very much a decent pick to me. So, effortless to say, I really tried hard to create those pools and and those um, those stuff. So let me change the main card until minute 24. Okay, now I'm going to give you something to vote. I know you love polls, and I'm gonna write something. For the members. So let me say community, community. All right, Omar, Rakhmonov. Who else should I put? TJ Brown, Gino Frey. Okay, I'm just gonna put. All right. I let you vote. Now let me give you the underdog. Most confident underdog pick. Gamrot, Paiva, Burden. Who else should I offer? I mean, anyway, you're gonna vote, so Giagos. Other comments. Alright, you have the chance to vote, and voting starts right off the bat, so yeah, you will be having a chance to vote. Also, for members, I will have to post tomorrow as right now I'm feeling so rocky, man. It seems this flu doesn't want to go away. I'm still having a temperature, and it's kind of fucking me up, all these temperatures, all these problems, stuff, and it's not easy. No, not easy. It's giving me a hard time, and it's really giving me a hard time, and I'm really trying so hard. But when you're sick, it's hard. It's hard to keep your will to fight. All right, I've seen that. I'm having some positive changes here. Okay, I'm seeing some positive changes. Okay. Okay. Now let me see about the other promotions I already made. How are you, bro? Ever since you took the vaccine, you've been having flu and you're not well. Maybe it's hay fever. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm taking some anxiety and psychosis pills. So, but yeah, I was having those problems earlier too. But I was hiding it well. But I decided to, I was having it like years ago. But it got worse in the last 3 years. It was just worse. I'm okay now. How are you doing, man? Don't forget to vote, please. For members, I'm releasing tomorrow. Don't have much time today. I need to finish something too. Anyway, how are you doing, man? Yeah, I'm having like I'm having flu, man. My COVID test is negative though, but I was having stupid flu the whole last week, and it's still giving me a hard time. But I will go through it. I will definitely go through it. So I'm a strong guy. No, I'm a strong guy. Healthy nutrition. We'll see. We'll see. I just hope I'm going through it and. Fighting, just fighting, always fighting, never stop fighting, never quit. Is it hay fever? I don't know. They told me it's just a normal flu. That's how they told me. They told me it's not COVID, it's just a normal flu. That's how they told me in the infirmary. I got some meds and then that's okay. I'm feeling better. Do you have itchy throat? Actually, I don't. That's the funniest thing. I don't have itchy throat. I don't have itchy throat at all. That's the funniest thing. That's why I was surprised. I don't have itchy throat. I was just coughing last week. I was just coughing, not much though, but that was all I was having. You know, that was all I was having. No, I didn't have itchy throat. Only I was having nose issues. Maybe it's your diet. Yeah, anything can be. I was just having vegetables. Actually, I'm eating meat. It's not like that I eat meat, but I don't eat all kinds of meat. I don't eat pork because I don't like it. I don't eat. I eat lamb, but I don't eat sheep, for example. I can't eat sheep meat. I don't like pork and sheep. Other than that, I can eat everything. So, so I can say that it's looking pretty much amazing on my end, but I'm A minus blood type, so we are not like massive carnivores, but I do eat meat when I have time, like 2-3 times per week, but mostly two. I mean, I have nothing against people who eat meat every single day, but my body ain't get used to it. That's a problem. Like I tried doing it earlier, and I was constantly sleepy. So which blood type are you? Are you maybe O minus, O plus, or what do you drink? Tap water, juice, sugar drinks? Water. I very rarely drink. Very rarely drink drinks. Very rarely. Juicy drinks very rarely. You see, this is pure water. I'm a big fan of water. Like juicy drinks, rarely. Mm, maybe once per week, very rarely. I like to eat vegetables and fruits though. But to be honest, I haven't been sick for a very long period of time. Like this. I've been like, upbeat, etc. But this full it paralyzed me for the whole week. You don't know your blood type. I know mine. I'm A. I don't know whether I'm A plus or minus, but in my medical record it says A, blood type A. Is it bottled water or tap water? Bottled water. Bottled water. I mean, tap water is okay in my state, but I don't know. I can't drink it. Not. I don't hate it. It just I got used to bottled water, and it's not expensive. I mean, it doesn't cost too much. Like you can buy bottled water wherever you want. So, but you can also load on the tap. It's acceptable in my state, but bottled water is something I prefer. I'm drinking a lot of water every single day. Really drinking a lot of water every single day. You see, I'm still coughing a bit. But it's okay. Get used to it. Stay in the spirit of things. Alright, guys, I need to get some sleep now. Tomorrow I have a lot to work. I will try to proceed with Cage Warriors predictions tomorrow, and I think we have another event. Cage Warriors, I think we have something else, not sure. PFL, I did it. Maybe Bellator in the evening. Maybe I will stream the whole card predictions. I swear that we have another event. I have to check it out. I need to write another blog, so I drink distilled water like my guru Paul Bragg. Distilled? Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. This is bottled water, actually. I don't drink on the tap. This is bottled, but okay, distilled water is awesome. That's also a good idea. I might actually buy. It doesn't cost much in my state. That kind of set costs like $40-50. It's not much. Distilled water has bad pH. Really? I didn't know that. I only drink. No, I don't have distiller. No, I don't. It costs like $40-50. I mean, I can buy it. It's not much expensive. No, this is bottled water. Drew is looking to fight early August. Really? Do you know the name of the opponent? How are you doing all this? Do you know the name of the opponent? Still unknown, or distilled water is rainwater. If it's good enough for plants, it's good enough for me. Really? It's rainwater? Whoa, I didn't know that. I really didn't know it's rainwater. I know you can drink rainwater at the sea, but I'm a bit surprised. We're looking for someone from Finland. Finland? That's outstanding, man. Really, Finland is like. There are many high quality fighters from that state. People are like saying Finland is only Makvan Americani, but it has good youth fighters. Don't use microwaves, it's not good for you. I don't have a microwave. Microwave costs a fortune here, so I'm not. How do you say in England? Rich bitch, right? I'm not a rich bitch. This costs fortune here. Like microwave is super super expensive here. Like my whole salary. One high quality microwave costs like my whole salary. Paul Bragg fasted with Gandhi for 20 days and drank distilled water. That's awesome. It seems you know a lot about healthy living then. I mean, I see that you come from that area of interest. I really see you know many stuff that are very 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 entertaining. And I can learn a lot of new stuff from you. Uh, I didn't know that he fasted with Gandhi for 20 days. I really didn't know that. That guy Gandhi, he used to be an inspiration for everybody. Are you saving for anything, bro? Oh man, I would really like to save, but I'm not MMA guru. Everything I earn, I must pay my bills. I must pay for my car. I must pay for my food. Sometimes I decide to go outside of town, maybe once per month, once in 2 months. I can't save a single penny. I live from paycheck to paycheck and that's it. But I would like to save money one day. If my incomes grow, then I'm gonna save. But right now I live from paycheck to paycheck. Have so much subscribers, but not as many viewers. How is that, bro? Got no idea, man. I used to be a soccer channel prior to transformation to the mixed martial arts. I don't know. I mean, people subscribe me because they want to subscribe me. So I don't know how. Maybe some people are not much from MMA. Maybe I don't know. I do have like 11.8k, 11,893 subscribers. That's how I have how much I have at the moment. I mean, I'm trying to get better and better, etc. But Jack Lane said Paul Bragg saved his life. What happened? I'm struggling too, bro. I can't save either. Then you understand how it goes. You live from paycheck to paycheck. I also live from paycheck to paycheck. I mean, I have a sponsor, but when you put it on a piece of paper, it's just to live. You can pay your bills, you can pay for your car. Now I don't drive much because the gas prices skyrocketed. You can pay for your food and that's it. Maybe one trip in 2 months, but short trip. That's all I can do right now. Maybe one day I will be able to do something more, but right now I have a lot of limitations. Jack LaLanne was a fitness guru who did strength stunts on TV. I've heard of Jack LaLanne. I've heard of that guy. The stunt boy. We called him the stunt boy in my state. We were having it in one local TV. It's called K1. They were having the documentary about Jack LaLanne. It was a pretty much, how to say, not easy story to hear. Yeah, and believe it or not, I'm working 3 jobs and I still live from paycheck to paycheck. I hope it's gonna change one day, but right now I have to live like that. I eat instant noodles because I'm poor. I eat them too from time to time. Sometimes I eat instant noodles, but I'm always trying to have enough money for fruit, for vegetables. It costs a bit more, but my health is already fucked up. I'm giving a lot of money for meds. So when you put it on a piece of paper, it's literally struggle every single day. Just like you're struggling, I'm struggling too. If I don't have that sponsor, I wouldn't be able to pay for my own condo. So not easy. He carried twice his body weight for a mile when he was 65 years old. He weighed 175 and carried 350. I remember that they were talking about that in the documentary. That's very much a great fact about the guy. I mean, some people are young at the age of 60, at the age of 50. They feel like idols, and that's impressive. These kind of guys, they're inspirations to me. Really are inspirations to me. All those guys. But these are inspirational stories. These are stories that are going to leave everybody breathless. Is meds more expensive than groceries? Yes. Unfortunately, yes. 150 euros every single month. But they plan to remove me from one of those meds, from the med that costs 100 euros. They plan to remove me from that med if my hallucinations stop. So they told me, like, if you don't have a single hallucination for a month, then we are gonna remove you from that med, and then I will be able to save like $100 per month. Whoa, way to go! The West is trying to save that under the mat. You know that as of no, I don't know that. I used to squat 100 pounds, 400 pounds that time, so I know how amazing that feat was. Really? No, I don't know that was a little goat. I used to squat 400 pounds. What are you made of, man? 400 pounds. You must be a superhuman. Way to go, man. I was only squatting something like 220, 240. I could never squat with a big weight. No, I didn't know that. When were you in Massachusetts? I trained with John Brown, Mr. Universe, in 1981. I have never been in Massachusetts, actually. I live in Serbia. It's like in Europe, a state. But I would like to visit Massachusetts one day. If I ever come to America, the first on the list is Massachusetts, definitely. Or the first on the list would actually be the state of New York, then Massachusetts, because there are some things that give me close relations with the state of New York. Also, the state of Illinois. No, I didn't know that was little goat. How many squats can you do with one leg, no weights? Not much. 2, 3 maybe. No, I can't do much. Maybe 2, 3. Have a place to stay if you come. Absolutely, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So, can you tell me where in Massachusetts exactly? Are you maybe from Boston or from some other city? Because I'm a big fan of Boston Celtics. I mean, now you know why I love Massachusetts. I'm actually a big fan of Boston Celtics. No, really, that's not a joke. An hour south of Boston. Ah, that's okay. That's okay. You're not far away from Boston. Middleborough. I've heard of Middleborough. What is your city? No, wait. Middleborough. I've heard of that. Middleborough. Hold on. Which sport do you have? Please remind me, which sport do you have? Which sport discipline? I've heard of that city somewhere, but I can't remember. Small town, quiet. When's the last time you squatted with one leg? 15 days ago, maybe. I want to see you do one, bro. Can't do it right now, but I can record the video. 28,000 people. I can record the video when I get better. That would be okay. Yes, I pick Gamrot, yes. Yes, it's a 5-rounder, so I switched to Gamrot, yes. I didn't know it's a 5-rounder initially. I was thinking it's a 3-rounder, but 5-rounder, Gamrot has chances. I can send you this single leg, but I can't do much. Maybe 2, 3 maximum. Only can do them on the left leg, I believe. Single leg. Hold on. Maybe it's like this. I used to do that. Hold on. Let me check where is that exercise. Ah, there it is. This is like 5 years ago, I believe, when I still used to be a fitness coach. See? When I still used to be a fitness coach. This is from that era. It was like 5 years ago when I still worked in the fitness industry. But I realized, yes, I'm betting. I bet on Umar, and I bet on Umar Nurmagomedov, and I bet on Shavkat Rakhmonov. Don't have many bets on this card. It's called pistol squat. Yeah, Lunan should win by decision, but a greasy one. Boston Salmon versus Brandon Lunan. I think Brandon is going to win. I did the PFL predictions yesterday. I think Brandon is going to win. You betting? Shavkat is a problem. Yes, I know. So tricky card. It's one of the trickiest cards for betting. I don't know why, man. So tricky card for betting. Like, even Chris Curtis fight could be a trap. Chris Curtis can lose via submission or win via KO TKO. Any guy that wears an animal on his head is a problem. Yes, I know. I know what you mean by that. And Shavkat is nomad. You know, his nickname nomad means I have no home. I'm a hunter. I train, hunt, live hard, but I'm always in the spirit of things. Umar is fighting a very hard opponent. Yes, I know, man. Nate Menace. Odds are insane. Like, Nate Menace is a hard guy. I'm looking at going Ulberg over Typhoon. I would also pick Ulberg. Josh Parishyan over Alan. Josh Parishyan versus Alan Badu is that's a tricky fight. That's a very, very, very tricky fight. So honestly, don't know what to say. But if you want to risk with the underdog, try it out. This really is a 50-50 fight. I think not going the distance sounds like a safer pick. He's a descendant of Genghis Khan. That's outstanding, man. Any descendant of Genghis Khan deserves respect. Is this card more tricky than the last card or the last two cards? way trickier. More tricky, yes. For me, it's more tricky. I don't know what is the rest of the chat thinking, but for me, more tricky. I think Josh threw a lot at Parker Porter, but didn't look great and got killed by Mace. Yes, he throws a lot, but he lacks in knockout power. That worries me. I'm not saying he hits weakly, but he gasses out too quickly and he lacks in knockout power. Shavkat, minus 140. Really? Minus 140. Shavkat by submission, by KO. I would rather go with Shavkat submission or Shavkat KO if I have to risk. But I don't know whether it's going to be a submission or a KO. Yeah, I noticed that he didn't throw hard. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, he's a heavyweight. Maybe other guys are strong. But he throws a lot, that's true. He really throws a lot. I don't know why he lacks in power. What is the secret behind that? I don't know why would someone lack in power that much. Magnus subbed 4 times. True. Shavkat is definitely not related to Genghis Khan. He's very out of shape too. He was gassed after 5 minutes. So it means you need the first round KO, but he has very decent cardio for a heavyweight. Shavkat by guillotine. Shavkat submission sounds like a decent pick to me if you want to risk. Also, I'd like to say, if you want to play on Parishian, better play for a round 1 KO, as Alan Badu doesn't have bad cardio for a heavyweight. It's not the greatest though, but for a heavyweight, it's not bad at all. Klitschko's are actually from Kazakhstan. They were born Kazakh and their ancestry are Kazakh. I didn't know that. So I assume they are from October, Pavlodar. I didn't know they are Kazakhs. That's interesting. Okay. Alan experienced disadvantage gonna hold him back. Makes sense. For me, makes sense. I am just afraid of Josh Parishian's cardio. That scares me. Everything else is okay, but his cardio scares me a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm scared of his cardio, and I'm dead ass, man. I'm scared of that guy's cardio. That's one the only thing why I would go with Alan Badu. So we are alike. We're afraid of the same thing. Basically, we're afraid of the same thing, so... I'm also scared of his cardio, man. Actually, I'm extremely scared of his cardio, especially if it advances into round 3. Like, round 2, okay, so, but man, if it goes into round 3, I won't be able to watch that fight, so... I picked Badu by decision, but no confidence. I think that makes sense, to me at least. No confidence at all. I only have, let's say, more confidence in Umar and Shavkat. More confidence in the two of them. Alright, guys. I would stay more, but I need to get some sleep. I need to finish some work, and very interesting in that fight because it's gonna be so low owned in DraftKings. Yeah, it's gonna be. I need to go right now, so thank you so much for staying in my chat, and thank you so much for all the attention you're giving to me. You know, it means a lot to me. I will get better, believe me. Until the end of the year, I will cure my mental problems. I will be like I used to be priorly. So thank you so much for staying with me. I just need to finish some work. So when I finish that work, need to go sleep. Tomorrow I also have some work to finish. I'm working writing for a few magazines, so that's why I'm not much active. But I will get back into the old tracks. So have a great day, everyone. Catch you later. You rock, guys. Catch you later. Tomorrow I will probably go with Bellator predictions, probably in the evening. During the day, maybe I'm going to go with Cage Warriors or something else, but I'm just saying maybe.